Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that homies Heina that's always getting drunk, acting a fool, and making a fucking scene at every party, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Michael 95, Mua, Winston, Alejandro, Trailero 760, El Skid, Nathan, Hobie Cat, Mika Boy, Lead with Love, Albert 12, Soulstar LA, AI Vega, Esquiel, Miguel, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Jack, Linda, Michigan Wolverines, Marius, Chevelle 66, Gigi, Abuelita's Journey, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, what are you waiting for? Hit that link in the description below. You are definitely missing out. This episode right here, man. Hector, can inmates be rehabilitated? Yes or no? You see, it's not that easy. It's not that easy as in a yes or no. I can only give you my perspective, my opinion, my experience as a correctional peace officer with the California Department of Corrections for 16 years. You would ask me this question when I first started as a brand new CO in 2006. I would have said, nah, nope, absolutely not. No, they're in here. They deserve to be in here. Who cares? Right? That was a mindset. That was a mentality. How old was I? 22 years old? I was 22 years old. The year was 2006. The heavy hitter influential inmates were up or locked away in Pelican Bay and Corcoran. They had not been releasing inmates. Life meant life. 25 to life meant life. 15 to life meant life. And it showed. It absolutely showed. They didn't care. There was no hope. There was no hope. What about rehabilitative programs? Yeah, you had small engine repair at Centinela State Prison. You had the auto body where they would paint with like the airbrush paint vehicles. You know, some of the officers and sergeants and captains would bring in their lowriders to get painted by the inmates, their ATVs or four-wheelers to get worked on. And there was times where they would be huffing paint, you know, with a little brown bag, huffing paint. Hey, why you got that silver shit all over your face? And it's just like added to that mentality, like, oh, these fools don't care. Like these fools are just. I remember one time I was working Charlie Gym. Mind you, getting introduced to the prison was a whole eye-opening experience. Seeing people with facial tattoos, to me, was like, oh man, they don't care, right? They don't care. It's almost like they have nothing to live for. That was my thought process. Like, how the hell are you going to get blasted on your face? How are you going to get a job? There was a youngster. I was young. And I asked the dude because he had something tattooed across his mustache. Sometimes they'd be having tattoos across their mustache. They'd be having it over their eye, under their eye, teardrop. Of course, their neck blasted, the devil horns. And I said, and you know, zero communication skills at this point in time. The kid was about my age. And I said, hey, man, what type of job are you going to get with that on your face? Like I said, man, dumb question. I don't know what the fuck. And he's like, a porter, without skipping a beat, a porter. I think that dude was a porter in Charlie Gym. Without skipping a beat, it's almost like that dude had more communication skills than I did. And I'm like, in my head, like, damn, what the fuck? Like, this dude's my age, man. It's 2006. Dude has a tattoo on his face. He said he wants to be a porter for the rest of his life. Like, that was it. Dudes were going on missions on behalf of their organizations, 2-on-1 stabbings, removals, attempted murders, and they were going for it. They didn't show, there was no speed bump, there was no hesitation, there was no yield sign. It was go. Fucking go time. The Mini 14 didn't scare them. The 40 millimeter less lethal rounds, the Bertha as they call it, we don't call it that, you know, on Greenside, but didn't scare them. Pepper spray didn't affect them till after. Batons, I mean, yeah, when the adrenaline's going, you get hit with a baton. They doesn't look like they're fucking feeling it unless you break a bone, right? And then you immobilize them. Um, that was it, man. That was 2006. So, all right, Hector, you gave that spill. What did you see throughout the remainder of your career? And I've touched this on other videos. A lot of things changed. A lot of things changed. You had the AB 109, you had the Prop 57, you had the other ones that started releasing and giving these guys action, right? That's what they would call it. That's what we would call it. Hey, they're getting action. The hell, they're getting action. They're going home. They're going to the parole board and they're getting granted. You would see it before. They would go to the parole board and just come back and not even be upset, not nothing. It was just like expected to get denied, right? I'm about to drink from my Cowboys cup. America's team, don't trip. The chanate, man. First thing in the morning. A lot of the dudes started checking in at that time, um, as they call it, going from general population over to sensitive needs yard, protective custody. And that's when you started seeing the drastic increase in sensitive needs yard over general population. Because at one point GP was it. You had a little bit of SNY. I couldn't even imagine the old days. They said they was just mixed. Everybody was just getting at it, right? Getting after it. Dudes would come up to the program office. Inmates would come up to the program office with a weapon and say, "Hey, they want me to stab an inmate. I don't want to do it here." Of course, we would put them in handcuffs, send them to the hole, right, for their safety and possession of a weapon. I never got that why you would book the guy with possession of a weapon if he's surrendering it. But hey, I don't know. I just kind of go with the flow. Um, and nobody really even asked themselves why the hell is there more SNY inmates than there is GP, right? Nobody asked that. It's a cumulative things, man. The inmate politics. Oh, they're grimy. They're grimy. What are you telling me? That the inmate politics are upstanding? I don't think anything with the word politics is fucking upstanding. Um, a lot of dudes saw the light. A lot of dudes saw hope. Man, I saw that. Right. This is what this episode is about. I saw that. I saw conversations change. Me having conversation with OGs, OG black inmates in clinic, dudes that grew up in LA, telling me their story, just sitting there chopping it up. I got 8 hours, man. Hey, fucking, oh yeah, it was like this. The cops used to drop us off in the wrong neighborhood on purpose, take off our shirts so we could show our tattoos, and yeah, we would get chased through the wrong neighborhood. I'm like, damn, that's fucking wild with it. Here we go. That's kind of wild with it in the 90s. Right? I mean, I don't think I would use that tactic, but I could see it as a tactic, right? That's a tactic. Fuck. What the fuck? Golly, G. Estás cortado, G. But you're in the wrong hood, my boy. Ooh, man. Sometimes they said they'd be giving them passes because they knew that the LAPD or whatever was fucking doing that. Oh, man, I'm telling you, what a wild fucking place we live in. Um, I talked about vocational, and this is where it's going to get juicy. This is where it's going to get good, man. And I think only a guy like me can speak on something like this because I've been through it, man. You can have maybe the younger version of me would have said like, "Damn, Hector, you're a fucking lame with it. You changed, man. You changed, right?" Yeah, I'll be straight up. You're an inmate lover. That's what they would say. You're an inmate lover. What the fuck happened to you? Blah blah blah. Man, I'm telling you, you guys have walked through not my whole career, but you guys see a glimpse. Like, I got tired of this bullshit, man. I got tired of fucking fighting inmates, pitting inmates together, right? Non-designated SNY and GP, and then fucking the higher ups blaming us when we fucking dump them. It's like, the hell? Hell nah, man. You got me twisted. I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. It ain't worth it. That's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a combat veteran perspective that suffers from mental illness myself, post traumatic stress disorder, carries demons, fought the demons, battled the demons, walk with my demons. That's where I'm coming from. Somebody with 12 years of sobriety. That's where I'm coming from. Okay? Not that I have to fucking explain myself, because I don't, but hey, there it is. Right? Classes. Anger management classes, how to be a good dad class, life without a crutch, Alcoholics Anonymous, NA, Narcotics Anonymous, Gangsters Anonymous. It varied, man. Some people were just utilizing that program to manipulate the system, a way to get out of their cell, a way to pass dope, a way to fucking do this, do that, hook up with a free staff. Some inmates were there to fucking process what the people there were teaching them. And I'm telling you from what I seen, right? I seen this. Can I tell you what percentage? No, I can't tell you 50% we're doing this fucking around, the other 50% we're taking it serious. I don't know the numbers, right? Probably wasn't much that we're actually taking it serious, but maybe it was. I don't know. That's when things started to change. That's when I started to see things different. Everything was happening simultaneously. The big homies got let out of the bay. A lot of dudes were checking in. AB 109 and these laws passed, giving them hope and freedom after 25 years to life and life sentence. LWAP's life without parole, getting whatever commuted into life and then fucking going home. Me transferring and promoting from Centinela State Prison to the fucking hell on earth Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility that needs to be bulldozed to the ground. The corrupt administration that I endured, that we endured, Pollard, Buckle, Seibel, Connie Gibson, Ron Davis. Everything was transpiring simultaneously. The birth of my daughter. You could see why, what, how everything changed. We're like, the fuck are we doing here, man? How the fuck? The observation of the mental health program. There was no mental health programs in the desert. They can't be on heat meds. Seeing the EOPs, enhanced outpatient, the manipulation of the system, the ADA inmates, the manipulation of the ADA inmates, giving them wheelchairs, and they're over there doing handstand push-ups on their fucking walker and on their wheelchair. But they want a fucking double mattress chrono, soft shoe chrono, triple toilet paper, eggshell mattress, a hand job, a wind-up radio, an iPad, fucking the whole thing, the whole nine, right? And there goes that AW plumber giving him it all. Who's now a chief deputy warden. Ooh, man, Salinas Valley, get ready, man. Ooh, get ready. But as I was at Donovan, I saw inmates that I knew from Centinela 15 years prior that we grew up in the department simultaneously. Here's blue growing through the department, here's green growing through the department. Seeing them every day, except the days I would call out sick, right? Hungover, whatever the fuck. They kept it respectful. And I can tell you now because I'm out. They never once said, hey, fucking, bring me in dope. Hey, what do you know about this guy? Hey, here's information. I want to give information. They never did that, right? I went through the system. They never did that. So that's my experience. Um, just the way they carried themselves was like men, men. And then I would see them over at Donovan. One dude, I said, "What happened, man? What's up? You're on this side now?" It was a level two non-designated, and this guy had visits every single weekend. And I would remember because every single weekend, hey, good morning. Dude would tell me, "All right, enjoy your visit, dude." Um, the dude had LWAP, right? He's like, "You think I got a chance, man? You think I got a chance?" I said, "You do. You honestly do, man." I said, "I see a lot because I have access to the computer. I have access to other people at other prisons. Hey, all these dudes are going home. They're going home, right? But not all the right people were going home, getting let out." And I talked about this. I said that there was getting shootouts with the cops. There's inmates that will tell you, they'll even agree right now when I say this. There's inmates that tell me or would tell me, "Oh, yeah, man, there's some people that need to be in prison." Absolutely 100%. There's people that need to be in prison for the rest of their life and should not ever be let out to the public ever again because they pose an extreme threat. Facts. Facts. That's the truth. But then there's ones, like I said, that I watched and grew up in the department with on a professional manner, on a respectful manner, two different sides. And if we would have had to fight, we would have had to fucking fight. All business. They know that. We knew that. All fucking business, right? And some of them are still in there, right? And I debated whether or not to say their names on here, but I don't want to cause anything adverse, whether it comes from administration or within. You know what I mean? Um, but those dudes kept it 100. Those dudes kept it fucking consistent. And I'm going to wind it down with this. Yes, inmates can be rehabilitated. Yes, I've seen it. And what a weird thing for me to say. Because, like I said, you would have asked me this in 2006, I would have said, fuck no, no way, no how. Absolutely not. You guys are idiots. Don't you know what these guys have done? They're monsters, right? But this ain't then, and that ain't me anymore. It's almost like a soldier in the war came home and told everybody, "Hey, this is what's going on over there, man. It's fucking ugly. It's wild," right? And one thing I think I got this from the military. Maybe maybe some of my peers don't agree with me or don't see eye to eye because they don't share the same experiences that I had. In Iraq, we respected our enemy. Holy fuck, as brutal, as cowardly, as well, I don't really want to call them hardcore, but we respected them. We never we never underestimated them. Even when we killed them, we respected them. Right? We didn't desecrate no bodies. We didn't mutilate nothing. Dead, they were dead. Right? That's the difference, I think. I, I think the blue, the image were my enemy. Absolutely, 100% fucking fact. And we were green, we were their enemy. 100% fucking fact. But there was that respect issue. Not with everybody, was a selected few that knew what time it was, that had been around, that had done stuff. There recently, and you guys know I don't dive into politics or drama at all. You guys saw the fucking buffoonery that unfolded on the YouTube a few months, this past couple months, the drama, right? Let me say something real quick. The individuals that are on YouTube that were formerly incarcerated are doing a good thing. They're doing a good thing. Meaning, it's not easy to get on fucking camera. First of all, consistency, right? Time of the day, busy schedule, kids, wife, nagging wife. I can't even kick my dog anymore. My dog died. Rest in peace, Munchkin. Um, damn, my voice cracked right there. What the fuck? But they're on the YouTube, right? They're not out there with a ski mask on, with a fucking 45 in their hand in their hoodie, mugging the old lady at the fucking ATM machine. Hey, give me all your cash. Give me what you got, right? Pistol whipping fools. Well, except one, man. You better straighten out. Two, I'd be watching, but this is what I'm getting at. This is what I'm getting at. It's behaviors. It's past behaviors, okay? And this is where this is for the message of the day. Past behaviors, man. You guys have no idea, if you guys have never experienced this, how hard it is to unlearn a way of life, to undo everything you have been taught, especially if it was violence. And I know this because I was in the army. And I know this because I was extremely violent. And I still can be, right? And so can they. I had to go to therapy, the VA hospital, when I finally put my ego aside and broke it down. I couldn't take it anymore. And I sought therapy simultaneously for my alcoholism and my PTSD. Man, your boy hit it. 2010, hard, hard, hard. I was at my breaking point, right? I almost died for the 10th time, literally. Probably the 12th or shit time. I fucking used up all my 9 lives and then some. I was so scared. I was so foreign that, like, I didn't know how to be no other way than a wild fucking animal. A wild animal, man. And here I am trying to get domesticated at the age of 26, sober for the first time because of my experiences in Iraq. I had to learn how to channel every emotion into rage to survive. That's what these inmates have done. But I'm not making excuses for them. I'm saying what I know. I told the doctor, this is funny. You guys are gonna trip out. I told the doctor, "Hey man, please, please don't fix me all the way." He said, "What do you mean? What do you mean, Hector? Don't fix me all the way, man. I don't want to be a bitch, right?" I said, "Leave me a little bit fucked up, right?" He's like, "The hell?" I said, "Look, man, like I need to have that part of me, right? I need to be able to defend myself, defend my family, defend my wife, like." And he's like, "Hector, there is no doubt that when it kicks off, your instincts are going to take over. You're going to do what you have to do to survive, man. Like, this is all part of it. Like, that's what I had to. That's a trip to even say, like, leave me a little bit fucked up because I want to be able to hold it down still." And when he said that, he made me feel a little bit better or a lot better. But I had to I had to learn and undo a whole new way of life, man. When I would sit in a restaurant with my back against the wall, and it's a people say this all the time, but I mean that's a serious thing. I mean, like, none of us can sit with our back to the open shit because green, blue, combat veteran ain't gonna fucking happen, right? And the lady said, "Hey, you need to undo that. You need to rewire your brain. Start sitting with your back towards the door over and over and over again till you rewire your brain." I told the lady, "Man, if something bad happens to me, I'm gonna blame you, right?" But yeah, man. So back to that drama that I saw on the YouTube unfold. All that is past behaviors, man. That's past behaviors that are not addressed, right? It's going back to what you know. Going back, going back. Don't go back, go forward. Apologize, right? Make amends. Don't hold resentments. Uh, Everything that fucking feels uncomfortable is where you're gonna grow. That's the growth. That's the growth, right? You keep moving it fucking forward. Engaging in comments and drama. If you tell yourself in your own head, "Oh, I'm pissed off today," you're gonna be pissed off that day. It's fucking facts, right? So if you let a comment piss you off, your whole day is fucked. Your whole day is fucked. You're fucked, right? So, yes, some inmates can be rehabilitated. I've seen it for sure. Not all. Prisons still need to be prisons. People still need to be locked up. But I have seen the change, man. With that, keep pushing forward.